everybody. This is Pastor Steve here with your message of hope today. And, I was thinking one of the gifts that I gave my mother for Christmas has turned out to be very special to her. We gave her, my wife picked out a frame that you could upload photos from afar. My brother and I can upload photos from our phones that just appear on her frame, so you can continuously update your family photos, and she's really enjoyed that. Especially a lot of the photos are there of my dad, and allows her to look at those. But recently, she surprised me. My daughter likes to go and take pictures of flowers, and so I uploaded 4 or 5 of these different up-close flower photos that Faith's taken. And my mom, in several of our phone calls recently, has talked about her joy at seeing the pictures of these flowers and how beautiful they are for her. And I'm sitting in front of our rose bush today, kind of thinking about that. I remember years ago, Dr. Fred Craddock, when he was teaching our preaching class, when he talked about the importance of beauty in our language and in our world. And I thought about that when my mom really appreciated the pictures of these flowers. And Dr. Craddock used to say, we always have to be careful as pastors. We can become pragmatists. And everything has to do with, is it practical? Is it useful when we think about programs and ministries and things that we do for other people? And he said, remember that God did make onions and apples, but he also made roses. And you can't eat a rose. A rose is very impractical, as it were, and yet they're important. They're beautiful. And because they're beautiful, they're meaningful. And beauty has its own mystery of meaning. As we are struggling through this coronavirus lockdown, a lot of times we can become frustrated with what to do. How do we do something useful during this time? And one of the things that we can do is let God's beauty shine through our lives for people. It may not be the most practical, but it's very, very important. Just like God made roses as well as onions and apples, he can use us and the beautiful light that shines through our lives can be of great import to somebody right now. I'm reminded that Mr. Rogers, the TV show Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, said that years ago when he was a little boy, one of the ways his mother really helped him was when he would see something that was scary, something happening in the world during his time, his mother would say, look for the helpers. There will always be people who are helping. That's the beauty of people. God reflecting in their lives even in the midst of a crisis. It may not always be the most useful, but it may be useful in a way that's impractical. Because, as Mr. Rogers said, it really lifted his spirits, and it wasn't quite as scary anymore when he saw people doing beautiful acts. So That's my message of hope for you today, is let God's beauty resonate in and through your life. And you can be a sign of hope for other people during this time. Amen.